A very good morning, students. Hopefully, all of you are keeping well. Now, let's continue from where we left in our previous video. It was all about real GDP and nominal GDP, right? From that term itself, we are going to find out what is GDP deflator. So, what is the moot point for this discussion is GDP deflator. But in order to arrive at GDP deflator, let's just quickly recall what is nominal GDP and what is real GDP. Clear? Now, let's say, for example, our base year is 11-12, where our national income was 20,000, or you can say our GDP was 20,000 since we are concentrating on GDP. How we arrived at GDP? Quantity 400, price 50, therefore 20,000 rupees is our GDP. Now, in the current year 18-19, our GDP is 500 units produced multiplied by the current year price 60, that is 30,000 is nominal GDP, and 500 when I take the price of the same year, that is the base year. Units are of current year, but the prices are of the base year. Clear? So that answer is 25,000. Now, if you remember, in order to assess the real growth, this is better to be compared with this in order to understand the output increase. But what about the change in the prices? So we need to understand what are the changes which have taken place in the prices in the current year vis-a-vis the base year. So for that, we'll apply a formula. The formula says nominal GDP upon real GDP multiplied by 100. So if I take the same formula and apply the values, 30,000 nominal GDP, 25,000 real GDP, the answer will turn out to be 120%. What does it mean? I hope all of you can see the figures calculated. 120%. This is what we call it as the formula for GDP deflator, which is nothing but a price index related to what you students have studied in almost similar pattern in the index number last year in statistics. Now, if your GDP deflator is 120%, that means the prices have increased by 20%. Increased by 20% in current year in comparison to base year. Right? Let's prove it. What is the base year price? 50. What is the current year price? 60. If I don't take these two values, still my answer will come the same. What is the increase? Increase is or change is 10 on the increase side. So if I take 10 divided by 50 multiplied by 100, my answer is still 20%. So that change in the prices percentage wise have been found by taking the nominal GDP and real GDP. Nominal GDP being the numerator, real GDP being the denominator. Now I ask you another question. If the answer comes as 100%, supposing the option number B, if it is 100%, then you will say that in the 2 years the prices have not changed at all. The prices have remained constant. Am I clear? 25,000 divided by 25,000, answer will be constant. But let's say, for example, a C scenario wherein the answer is less than 100%. That means around 90%. Then you will say that in the current year, the prices have fallen by 10%, and that will happen only when nominal GDP is lesser than real GDP. Am I clear, students? I hope all of you are understanding it. So what is GDP deflator? It's a tool to measure the change in the prices. Another tool is consumer price index, but both of them are different. GDP is related to only those goods which are produced in our country, and consumer price index can also include those goods which are produced outside. Am I clear? GDP has much more goods. Consumer price index has only basket of goods. So GDP deflator is what we have taken. 3 implications. greater than 100%, prices have increased in current year. Equal, no change. And if it has fallen down, that means the prices have fallen down in the current year. Am I clear? Thank you.